Good day everyone, how are you all doing? This is Yix here at Magnum Crypto, back again with another video. So in today's video, as per usual, this will be the end of week market breakdown. I'll be covering the main coins, some of my favorite picks, and one request from a member from the Telegram group. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So firstly, let's have a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is still at a very important weekly resistance level, and that is a level of just over 19,000. We've obviously wicked past that to breach all-time highs, but we have not managed to close above that yet, and that will be the most important factor to really get the bull run into fifth gear. So that's what we're waiting for. We haven't been able to do that as of yet, and potentially we could be turning around at this point for a further correction. We did actually wick all the way down to 16,000, which is somewhat of a midpoint between these two ranges, the lowest being 13,800 at this wick. So we have wicked to the midpoint. We may go down and start consolidating this area. We'll have to see as time goes on, but for the moment we have not been able to breach that level. We've got, as you can see, quite a bit of sell side pressure, as you might expect, because a lot of people have had their, have been waiting for years to get these levels. So obviously they're going to be selling at quite a rapid rate. So it might be that there's still a bit of sell side pressure left, or it may have run out by this point, and we may be continuing onwards. But that's what we're looking out for the end of this week. That will be closing above that, but we will have to see. Moving over to XRP. So XRP, somewhat of a similar story in terms of, a lot of sell side pressure at these levels, 79 cents, 76 cents. Got pushed all the way back down to 60-cent level. The important thing is we are above this resistance level, which could now be support at 56 cents. We've wicked past that to get some buy orders, but we're still in between these two ranges. So it'll be very interesting to see how it continues, because normally, as you can see, we have not really, apart from this level over here, we haven't really consolidated much in this area. So if we are able to consolidate in this area, that'll be very positive. But the important thing to note is for XRP to remain in this area. If we keep tapping the support level though, we may end up going back down. In my opinion, I probably see that happening more so. But at the same time, we may remain above this with good buy side pressure, then we may end up retesting that upper 77, 78 and 9 cent level. So that's what we'll be looking out for. Ether. So Ether, we are between very important two levels, which is 617 and 571. So we're in between this resistance and support. As I've said, I think ETH is at the moment going to be more bullish than Bitcoin, because ETH hasn't consolidated, or hasn't gone on that strong run like Bitcoin has in the last few weeks / months. So we're still waiting for that massive break that Ethereum will be having soon. The only thing is, obviously volume seems to be decreasing, and also there's still a fair amount of sell side pressure left, so that I'm not too happy about that. But if we are able to close above this level on the weekly, then definitely I see 800 being hit very soon. So then, this is probably what we're going to close for this week. But, into next week, I'll be looking at breaching that resistance level, and then it'll be, flying off to $800. So that's what I'll be looking at for Ethereum. Let's have a look at Link. So Link is looking good in a sense that it's in somewhat of a large, consolidation area. This like ascending triangle in a way. Obviously, you can see this strong resistance level zone over here. It got rejected from that, but then you can also see this ascending trend line. So I think once we're able to break this resistance zone, I think definitely another test of the all-time high will be on the cards, or at least the candle closure at $18. So that's what we'll be looking at for link. So you can see, as I said, this beautiful trend line where it's wicked. So we may be squeezing up to this point and then the break to the upside. So that's what we're looking at for on link. Let's have a look at a member's choice request, which is ZRX. So ZRX is looking quite interesting. Obviously, we had this massive breakout to the upside, massive explosion all the way to 95, almost $1, which was short-lived. Since then, we're back under this main key resistance level, as you can see, of 44 cents. And also, if you look more closely, this resistance level at 39.40 cents recently has been broken and retested. This is a good sign. If we're now able to bounce above this, use it as support and break that 44-cent level, then we'll be in this new area over here. Again, obviously there's going to be more gains here. There's going to be a potential test for the upper range again, an attempt to reach the upper range again, sorry. Also, if you look closely here, you can see that we formed a higher low. So this is obviously a good sign. And then when you have that resistance level, it's probably going to be bouncing in between these 2 points before a break to the upside. If we close below this trend line, then I'll start to become more bearish with regards to ZRX. I think the next key levels will be 30 cents and then down to 23 cents. But for the moment, it's looking quite good that we're remaining in this area in an ascending manner. So it looks good to me. Let's have a look at some of our favorites. So Kava, obviously now it's been a few weeks since we've broken that long-term resistance, retested it, and now we're in this new range, this being the support level and that being the resistance level. So now what we need to do is form another higher low and continue in that fashion. Once we make a higher low and break this new high, this swing high at around $1.82, we'll need to break that and attempt to look to the next support, which will be new resistance at $2.06. So that's what we'll be looking for. But positive that we've broken the long-term counter trend line, and now will be what we need to see is another higher low, which will be a bullish indication. Let's finish off with Ocean Protocol. To be honest, Ocean Protocol is looking a bit bearish to me because we've had now a test of this support level at 45 cents. What I would need to see is a strong bounce to the upside so that we can test the upper range again. We're at the midpoint right now, so if this doesn't hold, then we'll be retesting that bottom of 30 cents. And the fact that it's tested the mid-range in this manner is not a positive sign to me. I think it might not hold, and it will probably break to the downside to retest that bottom. However, if we see a strong rejection of the support level to the upside and some candle closure for the next week, then I'll start to become more bullish. But I'll need to see a nice green candle at some point to signify that support has worked. It's pushed it back up, and it's about to go back to the upside. So a bit of a quick market breakdown, not too much to say. What we're looking for mostly obviously are the market leaders, Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that'll be all for this video. I hope you got some value from that. A quick market breakdown for you on a Sunday. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.